Good afternoon, Rochester Memorial students and families. Mr. Medeiros here with this week's Medeiros Minute. Boys and girls, I want to thank you for a great week. I know we were all really excited this week because we had our class picture days on Tuesday or Wednesday this week, depending on what day your class went down. But it was so nice to see our classes coming down to the cafeteria and having Life Touch here to take those class photos to hopefully give you boys and girls a nice memory of this school year. So awesome job, boys and girls. And I know class picture day was exciting for all of our classes here this past week. Parents and guardians, boys and girls, I want to thank the Rochester Memorial PTO and Miss Solauer and the members of our reading team and actually Miss Lisa from Plum Library for hosting a wonderful buy one, get one book fair night for our parents and guardians last night. I know there was a lot of great participation, a nice booth of information of what our summer reading program is going to look like, nice collaboration with Miss Lisa. We'll talk a little bit more about that in a second. But I want to thank the PTO and as I mentioned, those staff members from our reading team and Miss Solauer and Miss Lisa from Plum Library for really hosting a wonderful buy one, get one book fair event last night. So nice to see folks back in the building and our building alive and well for a family engagement activity in the evening. So thank you, PTO, and thank you to all the families who were able to join. As I mentioned, boys and girls, parents and guardians, our summer reading initiative. So I know over the past few years, we've had a summer reading book per grade level or summer reading list, depending on the different grade levels. Expectations here in the building. We're actually excited to announce that, and I know there was a lot of information last night at that book fair event. Miss Solar and our reading team and Miss Lisa had a little booth or station explaining the summer reading expectations, but we're very excited to announce that we're going to be collaborating with Miss Lisa and the Plum Library staff in regards to our expectations around summer reading here for the different grade levels. So more information to come out, parents and guardians. This is really just an introduction to those of you that weren't at the book fair event last night or were able to see it or hear from those staff members and Miss Lisa that were at that booth. And as I mentioned, each Medeiros Minute will be talking more and more about what the summer reading expectations are going to look like. But very excited to announce that we're going to be collaborating with Miss Lisa in the Plum Library and doing a co-summer reading program. So more information to come. So please stay tuned to the next few Medeiros Minutes for that. Parents and guardians, boys and girls, just a reminder, we're all so super excited that the weather is nice and we're back to nice warm weather and the beautiful sunshine. Nice to see the vegetation growing in our beautiful town. But with the warm weather, did want to remind everyone on page 13 of the student handbook, it speaks to our expectations around closed-toed shoes. So we're starting to see some flip-flops or open-toed sandals or shoes that are just really not safe for our school environment, whether it's here in the classroom or in the hallway, or especially definitely out at recess. So page 13, parents and guardians, just a reminder, the expectation is that all students wear closed-toed shoes to school. It's just a safety measure. I understand that, there's expectations around, some students have certain expectations around fashion and flip-flops and sandals, especially when with the real warm weather can be comfortable. But at the same time, safety has to be the number one priority. So just a reminder, if we could please have all students wearing closed-toed shoes. Crocs, I know, are a big favorite. That's a closed-toed shoe and safe. But I do want to make sure that our students are safe at all times in the building and outside the building at recess. So please a reminder that open-toed shoes are not allowed at school. And if you would like to look at that language, it's on page 13 of our student handbook. Very exciting activities next week for our incoming K families. I hope our incoming K families have an opportunity to watch this Medeiros Minute, and parents and guardians of our current students, if you know any of them, please have them watch this video, as we're very excited to host the K Readiness screening events next week. I know on May 25th and May 26th, our incoming K families did sign up through the Sign Up Genius link for a half-hour slot for their child to come in and meet with our K staff. Very excited about that. It is one of our most important transitional activities for our incoming kindergarten students to feel comfortable about their new school and for our staff to get to know our incoming K students. So just a reminder that next week we will be hosting those K readiness screening events on May 25th and 26th. Parents and guardians, we do have the schedule. Thank you for signing up on that Sign Up Genius link. And we're looking forward to meeting your child for that half-hour slot and then having you go on a bus ride with them at the end of that K readiness screening time that they will be here at Rochester Memorial. Any questions, incoming K families, about that K readiness screening, what that's going to look like, or if you have any questions about kindergarten at all, please don't hesitate to reach out to myself or Mr. West, or if it's anything from a medical standpoint, Mrs. Murphy will be happy to answer your questions, or any member of our K team. Please don't hesitate to reach out to any of us. Parents and guardians, boys and girls, we could not be more proud of the effort that all of you have put into the MCAS test sessions throughout the entire month of April and this month of May. We wrapped up MCAS math sessions today with our fourth grade. I want to thank all of our students for doing an amazing job using all those strategies and key components on the Pearson Access Next platform when it comes to math. A lot of tools that students need to navigate through. So excellent job, boys and girls. And I want to thank everyone for their attendance during the MCAS test sessions. We really did not have too many makeup sessions. Students were here, present, and really putting in a great effort and level of energy into the MCAS test session. So boys and girls, thank you very much. We do have one final step to our MCAS testing sessions. Next week, we wrap up MCAS completely in the building with our grade 5 students participating in science. Just a reminder that all students in grades 3 through 6 participate in ELA and math, but our grade 5 students are that unique grade level that have a third test in science, and that is taking place next week on Tuesday and Wednesday. And we know boys and girls are doing an amazing job. So thank you, parents and guardians and boys and girls, for doing an excellent job with MCAS testing. And thank you to the whole school community for really acknowledging when those test sessions were taking place and folks were really being mindful as they're walking by those classrooms to make sure that the noise level was down and we were being respectful of those students taking MCAS. So thank you, boys and girls. Excellent, excellent job. Parents and guardians, boys and girls, this month of May, we've been focusing on empathy as part of our CARES motto, and how empathy helps us with social awareness. Empathy involves the ability to understand the situation from the view of another, like putting yourself in someone else's shoes. Thinking to yourself, boys and girls, what if that were me? What would I need? When we are socially aware, we pay attention to our needs and the needs of others, like our classmates, teachers, bus drivers, cafeteria staff, custodians, and everyone in our community. Hope everyone has a great weekend, boys and girls. Remember, please take care of yourself, take care of others, and take care of your environment.